It's February 1st, and Jim Rutherford is already pushing some buttons to make his team better. This morning, the Penguins acquired Nick Bjugstad and Jared McCann. Going to Florida is Derick Brassard and Sheahan, as well as a second and 2 fourth-round picks to Florida. Nick Bjugstad has 3 years left at a $4.1 million cap hit, opposed to Derick Brassard, who has 1 year left at $3 million. So right there, you kind of get an improvement on the term. It's $1.1 million more, but I mean, you have him for longer, and you can probably establish Bjugstad into a much better third-line center than Brassard was, just because Bjugstad is younger. Although, if you got Bjugstad to help you improve in a cup run, I mean, he doesn't have the experience, and neither does Jared McCann. And that's no bash on them. That's just a bash on Florida not really making the playoffs over the last couple of years with them on the team, and they don't really have a lot of playoff experience. Opposed to Derick Brassard and Sheahan, especially Derick Brassard. Derick Brassard's a playoff performer, plain and simple. I'm sorry. Sometimes he won't perform in the regular season, but most likely once the playoffs hits, he's performing. I'm not too sure what he did last year in the playoffs, but it wasn't that good because they didn't even pass the second round. The main point here is that Brassard and Sheahan have more playoff experience. They're about to be expiring contracts, so I could definitely see why Rutherford wanted to move them. Although the Penguins, I think, might have made a mistake about getting rid of the players, I think the return is good, especially in establishing Sheahan and Jared McCann. You can easily now throw Jared McCann on the fourth line and hope he meshes down there. For Nick Bjugstad, I think it's going to be a little tougher for him, playing with the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's a big franchise, man. It's no Florida Panthers. I think the pressure's on Bjugstad to perform as a third-line center. Want to talk about the Panthers side real quick. They received 2 expiring contracts. Why? Possibly to be moved. It's February 1st. We have 24 days until the trade deadline. It is very, very possible that both of these, if not all of these items, are moved by the deadline. Why? Do the Panthers think they're in it? I'm not sure. Do they think they're in on Artemi Panarin? That is a possibility. I do like having a right-handed center finally on the Penguins. When was the last time the Penguins had a right-handed center? I think that is going to be key. I don't think he'll be on the first unit power play, but he definitely has a possibility to shine on the second unit. I really feel bad for Derick Brassard here. He has not been playing good at all in Pittsburgh, and it's about time they got rid of him. I believe the acquisition when Pittsburgh first got Sheahan was huge. He was playing third-line minutes, second-line minutes in Detroit, especially when they were starting to fall off. I think when they slotted him in the fourth-line center role, it was perfect. It was a perfect spot for him. I'm not saying he flourished, but he did a much better job than I expected. If Florida wants to re-sign Sheahan, especially at a $2.1 million cap hit, I mean, that's not bad. And especially you got rid of Jared McCann, who's probably going to need an upgrade soon, especially 2 years left, only at 1.25. And Nick Bjugstad, $4.1 million, that's a lot of cap to shed from a center. If you think about it, Panthers easily tried to free up cap space by getting rid of Bjugstad, and this $5.1 mil will be gone at the second the season ends. This makes me think that there are going to be many more moves to come. Jake Muzzin was already moved from the Los Angeles Kings to the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have chaos in the hockey world. Stick with me here. We'll be going over it for the next 24 days, diving into more trades, and I can't wait. So guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below on who you think won this trade right now and what you think they're going to be doing with the players that Florida received, because I'm hearing things about Brassard and Sheahan moving. I personally think Florida won the trade right now, even though Pittsburgh probably got the better players. Florida got a second-round pick and 2 fourth-round picks. I know the fourth-round picks don't really matter, but you never know. One of them can hit. By the way, the second fourth-round pick is from Minnesota. I think it's great that these trades are happening early. I think that the NHL is moving in a direction where you really don't want to wait until the last second to try to improve your team. We've seen that happen too much, where a player comes in at the deadline, February 25th, and they don't mesh. Eric Stahl. Alright. Well, boys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more. Leave comments about the trade. And stick with me throughout the trade deadline. We'll be going over more trades. We'll be having special guests on to talk about all the trades. I'm very excited to do it. Stick with me, and I'll see you guys later.